What is up, YouTube? Pink Reaper here, back for more Mega Man Battle Network 3. So we're starting off here back at the start screen. Oh, apparently we're starting at the Capcom screen. So in the last part, we completed the main story part of the game. We defeated Alpha, we saved the world, yada yada yada. So going back now, if you start again, now you have a star next to continue, as if there's more to do with this game. Let's find out if there is. Well, here we are back on the World 3 base. Games, I mean, technically we're at the end of the game one more time. If we go through these doors, we go fight Alpha again. We can go through the end credits again, but we're not going to do that anymore. We are now in the post-game stuff. There's a lot of new stuff unlocked. Having beaten the game, there's more places we can go. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the World 3 base and go do some of that stuff. Or at least that's what I would be saying. But actually, in this part, we're actually gonna do a couple things that I could have done before I beat the game. I'm gonna show off the virus breeder that was announced, so many parts ago. Show you what you can do with the virus breeder. Show you what it's for, really. And kind of get everything for it. Unfortunately, to get absolutely everything for it, you need a ton of bug frags. You need, like, I think it's 900 bug frags to do everything. Looking over here, there's actually now more jobs. On the job EBS, there's now help with a will and stamp collecting. Those two will not be there when you until after you beat the game. So going over here, let's talk to this gentleman. Welcome to our lab. This here's our latest invention, the virus breeder. The viruses you send us are put in here and erased. We will monitor the viruses constantly to study them. No thanks. Actually, I think you actually have to say yes. The breeder's on. No, I guess not. Okay, so here's how the virus breeder works. In specific areas of the game, you'll find... how should I put it? You'll find predetermined battles with specific viruses. When you win the battles, you basically tame the viruses and you send them to the virus breeder. At that point, you can convert those viruses into a chip. Those chips generally are, the exact same as the virus's actual attacks anyways. Like, for instance, well, here, I'll show you. Because I do believe there's a set of viruses over here somewhere. Nope. Is it in the next one? There it is. Here's the first set of viruses you would find, the Meteor viruses. And let's see how. Let's get a double kill. Oops, that was fast gauge. That was supposed to be. There we go. I got hit. You don't get anything from this actual battle. So this would be the first virus, first virus chip you can get. The viruses you deleted is coming back. The virus you deleted is coming back. It doesn't count as multiples. It seems I want to attack. Is this what the guy at Silent meant by cleaning a virus? They're non-violent at all, I guess. So now, having done that, let's go back to Scilab and show you what we get. So, going back to what I was saying, the Meteor chip, the attack is the same as a general Meteor attack, which is going to be a shockwave attack. Only the virus chips all act as summoning chips rather than straight-up attacks. So you do freeze the screen when you use them. Generally, I don't use the virus chips just because they don't come in very good codes. Like, for instance, for this we get Meteor T. T is not that great of a coding. But, there are some really good ones. But they're not necessarily good right away. I should actually show this off too. You can jack it into the virus breeder. And then as you can see, there's a couple areas you can go to. Oh, here's what here's... Okay, this is really weird. Right electric eyes, left whole moles. These are telling you what viruses... Basically, where you can... Like, what viruses you should be expecting to find. See, Metars and ring rabbits. Here we have the Metars, and if we talk to him... Please allow me to redistribute your food. You feed them bug frags, and in increments of 10, and for each 10 you feed them, it increases that particular Metar's, or that particular virus's attack by 10, maxing at 100. When you use a virus chip, it scrolls through all the viruses that you have, so like, if I use a Metar chip, it'll scroll through all 3, like it'll just keep like scrolling through all 3. And when you press the A button, it stops, and that that virus doesn't attack. This is the weird one. It says right armor knights, left fire sorcerers, which you would assume would be the whole meteor enemies. You know, the meteor enemies, but they're not. That's not actually the enemy you find. There is no whole meteor enemy for the virus breeder. Oh, actually, I'm not going to leave yet. The second virus you would get is actually right here. This is what Please Adopt a Virus is. Oh, I don't know if I have an... I probably don't. I think you need 50 for this. Oh yeah, you need even more bug frags for the virus breeder too, specifically for this job. But this kills 2 birds with 1 stone, so let's go over here and see if I can do it. If not, I'll just grind some bug frags off of Gutsman. Yeah, he wants 50. I'll go back and get that in a bit. So I have a pretty good idea of where to find all of the viruses. I'm gonna start over here with this one. I'm not going to make you sit through as I go through and find all the viruses. I should point out, though, this is a mandatory part of the game for a couple of reasons. There's an area you can't go to later in the game until you've successfully found every virus for the virus breeder. But more than that, in order to 100% the game, you have to get all of the chips from the virus breeder, because those count as standard chips. They are not tradable either, as far as I know. So these chips are all basically one of a kind, and you can't get them anywhere else. Here we have another set of enemies, the killer eye set of enemies. I guess now would be a good enough time to show off how they actually attack. Killer eyes basically have a line of sight, quite literally. If you get in that line of sight, they will hit you. Oh shoot. There's pretty much no way to avoid getting hit by these enemies, other than by using Hole or by using Shadow, two attacks that make you intangible. Because these enemies can actually hit you when you're invisible. Not only that, they stun you. Their chips do the same thing, like the actual chips you'd get from these enemies normally, as well as the actual virus chip. So they're actually really, really good chips. They combo extremely easily, obviously, because they just paralyze. I just don't happen to use them is all. So that's 2 viruses. So like I was saying, I'm not going to make you sit through me going to find all of them, because some of them are in obtuse areas. I'm just going to cut until I've gotten to the area where they are, and I will show you where they all are. So I'm going to cut to the next one.